With what we were talking about in the last clip, Cam Clip 5, we're going to talk about osteogenesis and ossification. So ossification, the term refers to bone formation, versus genesis is how our osteoblasts and osteoclasts continue to mold our bones into an adult shape. Now, bones develop from connective tissue, and there's great pictures in your textbook, a similar picture to this one. And it is that creates the model, if you will, for an adult bone. If you look, there's a picture in your textbook and it shows a baby, a drawing of a baby at birth. And it shows you how much is actually solid bone versus cartilage. So the purple in that picture, I don't have this picture here, so do take a look at it. So it goes to show you there's more development at birth that has to happen for a baby. So if we look at the cartilage model and walk through this, what's going to happen here is we end up with our bone cells or osteoblasts starting to deposit matrix around them. And they work from two ends, okay? They work from the middle out and the top inward. So we get what we call ossification centers. So these bones the cartilage gets replaced by calcified bone matrix. Remember, that's the job of the osteoblast to deposit the calcium and phosphorus within the matrix. Although this is constantly going on throughout life, what we end up with as a child grows is we get these two centers, a secondary center from each end, okay, growing towards the middle. And gradually as time goes on, the bone gets quite a bit longer until it reaches its adult height. And when these two centers come together, so this center and this center come together, we get what we call epiphyseal plates or lines, okay? Take a look at this picture here. Okay, what this picture here is showing us is growing. Okay, they grow in length and versus remodeling. So we're constantly doing both. Okay, growing in length, of course, when we're younger, and versus throughout the rest of our life. So as long as there's cartilage, the bones will continue to grow and replace. And as I said, the epiphyseal disc and line is where the centers come together. And once that all the cartilage that you saw in the previous pictures replaced, then we say that the bone growth has stopped in terms of length. So just to give you some idea, generally speaking, girls are finished growing 2 years after their first period, and boys, they stop growing sometime between, I'm going to say 16 and about, it can go as far as 25. Generally, if their feet haven't grown for a couple of years, then that's a good indication that the growth has stopped, but it can go for some time.